Hello there. I'm Barry Claywell, and I'm doing this little session by myself. My son Jay is doing something else. And what I emphasize in our talks about good mental health is the use of dreams. Now, an old boy named Frederick Pearls, he's the guy that found it. And I went to group therapy years ago and found out about it. And I said, well, shoot, I don't need a therapist to do this. I can do it myself. Because all it is you stand up and you step into your dream. That's what you do. You stand up and you step into your dream and you speak. Or you take a visit. Here I'm a tree, waving my leaves around, see my leaves. And I tell you what I have, what my message is. And I'm the car that zooms down the highway. See me zooming? All right. And I'm telling you, as a car, perhaps I'm saying, get out in your life and get out there in the street, get out into the community. Maybe that's the message. Maybe the tree, waving my leaves again, says, get out and get more active. You ought to be going around to the parkway or something like that, and walking around the mall or doing something because you're just sitting on it. So, what do they say? What's that one? Use it or lose it. So, that's what Frederick Pearl said. And that's what dreams are all about. Now, I've said go into the dream. I'm going to sit down a minute. And you get a message. And it's Gestalt psychology. Gestalt psychology. Look it up. Now, the thing is, I want you to concentrate on finding what Frederick Pearls has to say. Pearls. Pearls. Because that's the guy that I depended on. His ideas. It's like you have a choice of cars. You choose one or other. You buy groceries. You have favorites and so on. I was looking for an answer to my problem, which was, I just had no confidence. I had no belief in myself. I needed to increase that because I wasn't making good decisions. My life wasn't going anyplace. And so then I went to group therapy and they resolved it, fixed me up a bit. And that's one of the messages too I have. My son and I were talking about good mental health as it applies to us, And we have found something. Jay emphasizes journaling. I emphasize dreams. Now, those are what carry us forward. Now, I'm hoping that you can find use of dreams and carry yourself forward. Okay? That's what we're talking about. Don't let the other guy tell you what to think. You be in charge of your life. And it's really a wonderful thing. And it doesn't take anything other than you do your best, you mean well, you're honest, take charge. Be you. That's the key. Be you. Now, this is what you do. Here's the key. A notepad. You put it by your bed, on a bedstead. You get a pen. When you wake up in the morning, you write down, I'm standing by a tree in your dream. That's what you write. Because in the morning, when you look at that note, you say, oh yeah, I remember that. Because that's how dreams are. I can't remember them. I have a lot of them because I never threw away my notepads. So therefore, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of my previous dreams because I just didn't throw it away. And now I have an opportunity. And then I write a little note about what the dream told me. And so I can look at that and say, oh yeah, it told. And a couple of dreams I have. What do I have here? I have, where is it? Where is it? I'm looking at I was in let me look back here. Here's the other one. I'm in a shop of some sort. And here comes a woman, and there's a machine, and then there's a supervisor. Now, as I look at the dream from the outside, I have no idea what it's about. So I act out the dreams. I stand up, I get into the dream, and I find that the woman is some ability that I have that wants to do my job, it's all job related that time. And the machine says, I don't have to understand how they work. I just have to be able to use them. Okay, thank you, thank you. That's just what my dream has told me. And there's a supervisor there who says, hey, you don't have to be like me, be yourself. That's what it's important. So I have those kinds of notes on a dream. I had a dream where I'm outside, there's a great big concrete walkway, and that's the dream. I thought, what in the world can that be about? So I step into the dream, and what it is, it's like a mowing service. Take care of yourself. Take care of your lawn. Take care of your imagination. Take care of your life. Get the snow off the sidewalk. Get clean it up. Edge it. Take care of everything in your life. That's what the dream's about. What else? A swimming pool. I was at a swimming pool. There was mom and dad. There was a girl, and another boy comes along. What in the world can this be about? So I stand up. I act like I'm the boy, and the boy says, hey, I'm with you, buddy. You and me together. You. I'm going to join you, and you can do your job. And what's mom and dad? Well, I play the role of them. Oh, we're the universe. All the authority and everything that's around is believing in you. And what's the girl? The girl, I act like a girl. She says, I represent the love that you can have in life. The love of life. Not just a girl, but everything. It's amazing what your dreams will do. Now, I have set up these two chairs here because Frederick Pearls had one other gimmick, one other trick up his sleeve, and it was the empty chair. And here's what you do. On your couch, every place, you sit down in one of your chairs and you put your adversary over there. And in my case, for my example, I'll use my dad. Dad, you were an abusive father. How in the world could you do that to me? You were cruel and mean, and I just didn't understand any of it. Why were you like that? See, I've told him. I've told my dad how I feel. Oh, I was so angry and disappointed, and it hurt me so bad. Well, now your job is to get up and reply. Well, son, I'm sorry you feel that way. My dad wasn't very good to me either, and so I'm sorry. I just never fixed it, and I just behaved like my own dad did. He was not a very nice guy, and he hurt me, and I'm sorry, but I didn't do a good job. I didn't fix myself, and I damaged you, and I am so sorry. Now, here's the key. Have dad or whoever it is ask for forgiveness. Will you forgive me? I thought, okay, now I'm back up. I go around and I sit down in this chair. And I say, well, I understand now more than I did before why you behaved the way you did. But I'm still angry, and I will never forget how you hurt me. And I've had to work very, very hard at repairing my life. But I will forgive you. But I'm still angry, but I will forgive you because I understand now what was going on with you. And so when you forgive them, it goes away. All that anger, you can still, of course, your past is your past. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's there. You know what it was. But you don't have to carry this anger around. I don't have to. I've dissipated it. I've told him. I've told him. And now he's gone. He's gone. My father is deceased, and that's how that is. That's what you do. Don't ask him in person. If he were alive and well, I couldn't go say, well, Dad, doggone it, because what would he do? Like anybody else, they'd make excuses. Well, hey, it's not all my fault. Your mother was involved too. And all that junk. Just pass it off. But if you do this, it'll help you get rid of some of your old sadnesses and sorrows and angers and so forth. So remember, Frederick Pearls, he's the man who figured this all out. Now, I ask you to look at him because You know, people can make it sound, I've looked it up on the internet, and Gestalt psychology, which is all about, can be, people kind of stretch it out. Pearls did two things for me, which I want to do for you. Dreams, act them out. You got good messages from your mind. And two, you won't have to do it often, but the empty chair, he called it the empty chair. And then you tell them, or it could be anything, the army, the army, put the army in the chair, put the Air Force, put society, put the federal government in the chair, and tell them how you feel. And it will help, So thank you. I hope you do those things. My son Jay and I will meet with you again. I really, really enjoy this, and I want you to grab hold of those dreams and journal. It really helps. I've done it myself. You ask yourself the question, why am I angry? What am I going to do about this situation? My spouse, my husband, my wife, my neighbor is, has said some hurtful thing to me. What about, did they mean it? What was that about? How can I improve my life? Any number of things. Journaling can help. And so, and dreams. And now I have for sale my little book called Dream Therapy. And I have my pretty signs. You can go to, rushprinting.net and order one. I hope you do, because I tell you my story from beginning to end. Of course, I don't include 100 dreams. I use about 50 or 25 or so, but they're significant, and they show you how it works. I show you how it worked for me, and I know it can work for you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.